We're back, people, and today football is finally back. Get to see these guys in live action for the first time this year. Preseason week 1, Dolphins versus the Bears. Very excited. I know it's preseason. Doesn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things. I'm not going to overreact to anything, but I'm really excited to see a lot of these young guys in action for the first time and kind of tell at least where they're at in the process. Also, apparently, a lot of the Dolphins starters are dressed. Like Tua is dressed and playing, which I think was a little unexpected. He hasn't really played in the first preseason game in the past, so I'm guessing he'll get a drive or two, probably depending on how that first drive goes. That will be interesting to see. I know there's no Tyreek or Waddle out there apparently, but most of the starting O's out there. No Austin Jackson, but missing the two star receivers. Everyone else is pretty much playing. Your running backs. The rest of the receiver group will be out there. It'll be interesting. And I think a lot of the defensive starters are also suited up. I think Jalen Phillips isn't out there. But man, this is going to be interesting. Most of the rookies are. Jonah looks like he's going to be playing as well. That's a big bonus because I wanted to see him in action. I think the only rookie not playing today is Dante Trader Jr. because he hasn't been practicing. So very, very excited to see how this ends up playing out. What's up, guys? Fishtails, Cam, Brett, Troll, how y'all doing? I'm very excited. I'm ready for this to get underway. We're about 14 minutes out. Very much just needed some new film to watch, something. It's been so long, and I know it is the preseason, so you got to take some of the stuff with a grain of salt, but you can learn things from the preseason. I think specifically from younger guys and more focused on an individual perspective. I think it's hard to learn how the team will be overall, because teams are running a lot of basic concepts. There's not a lot of things they're showing that they would usually do within a game. You don't got all your players out there, so much will change in a regular season action. But yeah, no game day gear. I could throw on a hat, but I was gonna. I have a headset that I need to put on to listen to the game. Tua finna light them up. Yeah, I mean we'll see. I hope he does. He does. It will be interesting to see. I will be interested to see the starting offense without Tyreek and Waddle, because I do like the Dolphins' backup receivers, but I like them more as role players than necessarily Tyreek and Waddle replacements. I don't know if they have a lot of guys who are Tyreek and Waddle replacements. I mean, it's hard to replace those players. I like them more as the third down role players that can make plays, inside third type of receivers. But it will be interesting. I think, we got Taj, Malik, both of the Washingtons, excited to see them. We get Nick Westbrook-Akine in action for the first time. And then, yeah, the UDFA receivers and stuff like that, we'll see them probably later on. But I think we'll probably see, early, we'll probably see Malik and Nick Westbrook. I wouldn't also be surprised to see, Eskridge, maybe even, Taj rotate in pretty quick. Probably see Easy at some point pretty quickly. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Oh, yeah, I bet Jordan Brooks is going to be playing hard. Very hard. Yeah, I listened to that as well, Dro. If you guys haven't listened to Teron Armstead's stuff, he's got a nice insight because he was there. He talked about the fighting that was happening. He talked about Tua and Tyreek's relationship. He gave a lot of the details that people tend to avoid, but he even said the Tua and Tyreek stuff not as serious as people making it out to be. And then the Brooks and Dotson got into it because Dotson tagged a guy down and Brooks wanted him to hit him, and they just got into a little scuffle. Which I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Does the Brooks-Dotson beef stemming from Seattle depth chart concern you? I mean, no. They didn't even play together in Seattle, so they were actually there at different times. I thought Tyreek wanted out. What do you mean? You mean at the end of the season? I mean, yeah, he said that, but he's been... I mean, he could still want out, but that's not what he's been saying. I think he has a clear understanding he's gonna be here this season, unless things fall apart. But yeah, we're gonna see QB1 today. I'm excited to see him with the backup receivers. I want to see the run game really. That's probably if I'm looking at I'm mostly looking at rookies and the guys who are fighting for roster spots today. But with the first team offense, I'm really looking at how Tua kind of meshes with those other receivers, not Reek and Waddle. But what I'm really looking at is how the O-line run blocks. Because you got most of the starting O-line out there. You got everyone besides Austin Jackson. I want to see how that kind of melds together. We got James Daniels out there first action. Like, we didn't even know. Like, I know people were worried about him being even ready for the season, like when we signed him, and he's out there for the first week of preseason. That'll be interesting. Excited to see that Jonah and Paul duo. That's probably what I'm gonna be looking at, to be honest, when that first team is out there. But yeah, very, very excited. That's probably what I'm looking for. Because, like, end result, in my opinion, today doesn't matter. Like, the end result, like, whatever the score is, whether you're scoring a bunch of points, to me, it's all about, like, this is all about the process of stuff. You learn more about the process, and, mistakes are going to happen in these preseason games. And also, I think you have to understand, like, situational with these plays. Like, if something happens, I'm like, oh, that wouldn't happen in a regular game because I don't think the Dolphins would ever actually put themselves in that situation. They're only in that situation because it's preseason. Then I'd be like, that play doesn't matter. But if it is something that I think actually translate to regular season play, then I'd be like, okay, that could be a potential concern down the line. It's just, very situational stuff there. We'll see how it plays out. Let's get some good right action. Yeah, I think all the running backs are dressed today, so we're probably going to see Achane first, Wright second, Madison, and then probably finish off with Ollie. But we're going to see everyone. Yeah, hopefully no injuries, knock on wood. That's probably the biggest thing from today. You don't want injuries. You don't want injuries, and you want the nice guy or the young guys to show some nice performances. Achane playing? Yeah, he suited up, so at least that's what the beat reporters have been saying, that he suited up. I think the only offense not suited up is Austin Jackson, Reek, and Waddle. And then defense, I saw no Jalen Phillips, but I think Minka's out there, Chubb's out there, Chop's out there, Brooks is out there. So we'll get to see Minka in action at Dolphins time early. Yeah, no Waddle. I think they're probably don't need to risk Waddle, and they're like, if Tyreek's not going to be out there, let's see what the first team Mo can do without either of the receivers. But yeah. Very excited, very excited. We're getting close. But yeah, if you guys didn't listen to Armstead's stuff, he had a lot of good details of what happened on the Bears practice, and like all the fighting and stuff. Yeah, shout out to Ron. NFL game streaming on LHD.com. Okay, I'd watch out for that comment. Seems like a bot. Okay. Yeah, were those three? No reason to play them. Oh yeah, so today, obviously I can't show the game. Are you guys all watching the game as it's going, or are you like here to like maybe get like to hear me talk about it? Because like I'm thinking, there's different ways I can break down the game as we're watching. I can try to call the game. I don't know if that will be good, but I'm thinking more so I like just break down a play, like and focus on specific players. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Like really just being like, oh, what did that guy do on that specific play? That's more of my forte anyways. And then tomorrow we get film. The film might even be out tonight because this game's early. The film's been coming out pretty quickly from what I've seen from the other preseason games. The film breakdowns will be out tomorrow. I will be getting them out quick. If you want early access, join up as a member. It helps out the channel, helps out me. But if not, like I'm going to have videos out probably every day, and then I'll probably have 2 videos out certain days, depending on how many videos I need to make in the week. I'm going to be taking notes as we go too, just to like see which players have enough film that I'm like, oh, I can make a film breakdown on him. And it's weird, like say I want to make a film down on the rookies, right? But say like Kenneth Grant only plays 10 snaps. I might just do a real like short breakdown on him if he only plays 10 snaps. If there's enough. If it's like all 10 snaps are just like neutral plays where like he just wasn't either involved, like they weren't bad plays but they weren't good plays, then I probably won't do a film breakdown, and maybe I'll wait for next week. But I'm going to try to get all the rookies probably first, UDFAs, and then just like guys who stand out. Just describe what you see. Okay. Yeah. I'll probably do like a basic describing of what I see on the play, and then I'm going to like really focus in on specific players. Yeah. Watching on NFL Plus. Yep, same. NFL Plus is pretty clutch. I got NFL Plus because then that also gives me NFL Pro. I have NFL Plus and Pro because that's where you get like the all 22 for NFL this season. Focus on the O-line is something I like. Yeah, I'm gonna be definitely focusing on the O-line with the first team, and then with the second team, third team, we'll see. It just depends who's on the field where I'm gonna be focusing. Hey, appreciate that, Balake. I just realized, yeah, Balake. I'm guessing your name's Blake. I just realized what that was because I've read your name, but I've never read it all in like one go. But now I get what it is. Yeah, yeah. Excited for the trenches, me too. Trench play will be huge for Miami this season. What time is it? We're getting close. 12:55. 5 minutes. Okay. Hey, no spamming, please. um, might have to. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Sorry, man. Yeah, that's another thing. Like usually, like I don't really like as I've talked about, like preseason results, like who wins and loses doesn't matter. Like you can go 0-3, you can go 3-0, and like we've seen teams have complete opposite regular seasons. But honestly, with what happened with the joint practice and how this week's played out, and how like the whole tackling, thing, and like the whole, Omar, what he was talking about, I really hope the Dolphins just go out and punch them in the mouth. Like I hope we play physical as hell. That's what I want to see. Love being local. If I'm not at the game, it's always on Channel 4. Nice. Dude, come on. How is... Okay, man. We're going to have to put you in timeout for 24 hours. I've never had to do that before. Okay. Are Bears first team guys playing? I don't think... Caleb's definitely not playing. He was confirmed not playing a while ago. So I imagine if Caleb's not playing, a lot of the stars aren't playing. I know like Loveland's playing and stuff. Dude, what the Are these just all different accounts? Okay, that's weird. Boom. Hopefully, we figure that out. Yeah, I know Loveland's playing. I pay anything to watch all 22 broadcasts live for every. That would be sick. Doesn't Prime Video, didn't they do that last year? They had like the stuff going on. They had like you could watch some of the like I don't know what it was, but I know there was like people watching all 22 live. That is pretty sick. Pretty sick. Yeah. Excited to get this going. I'm excited to see, like, honestly, I'm obviously excited to see Tua out there, but like I know what to expect from Tua because I've seen him play so much. I'm really excited actually to see what Zach looks like in this system, and Ewers in his first action. Now QB play in preseason can be very misleading because there's like I remember Nathan Peterman had a great preseason and ended up being absolutely horrible. Daniel Jones, his first preseason was like standout. So preseason can be misleading for QBs because defenses are playing at a very basic coverage level, and now once you get to regular season, they start doing like they're throwing the whole kitchen sink at you, and that's where QBs can fall apart. But there are specific traits I feel like you can learn about, like how they face under pressure. If they do face pressure, how do they handle it? That's what I'm looking for with both of them, actually, because I think that's probably both been some of their bigger weaknesses. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Need a couple mods. Like, I've never had a problem with that stuff before. I don't know what happened. There we go. That's so weird. This isn't. Can you have it done as a superstition, man? No, I just need a haircut. Yeah, hopefully clean. Trying to read. This is only saying it has all the preseason games. Yeah. Yeah, potentially. This is so weird. Wow. It's just a bunch of different, like, I'm assuming it's like one person just spamming in the chat, whatever. Maybe if I just leave them, I don't do anything, then they'll stop. Yeah, who cares? Who cares? The game's about to start anyways. I'm not gonna be looking. Let me throw this. It's 1 o'clock now. We're almost there. Give me Dolphins. Am I on the Dolphins game? I'm watching on my laptop. Hopefully we get some decent quality. Yep, starting in a few minutes. We're almost there. Which do you guys have a player? Which player are you most excited to see? Yeah, they are going directly to Detroit. I think they're going to be on the road for like the next. They were going to be on the road for like 9 days or something. Is Waller playing? I don't think so. I think he's still on PUP. Kenneth Grant, yep, me too. I wonder how much Grant's going to play. Because last year, Chop played a lot in the preseason. I wonder if Grant will play a lot, because I know a lot of other teams, like first and second round picks, not a lot of them played like a crazy amount of snaps. From at least what I was seeing them play like a handful, but then gonna. Did McDaniel intentionally choose these physical teams, you think? I'm not sure how that works. I think it's already like kind of decided. Boom, 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 boom. Almost there. I've been waiting so long for this. You guys watch any of the other preseason action? I saw some of the guys that I liked pre-draft do pretty well, but I hadn't watched all the games. Oh, secondary rookies. Yeah, Tua is suited up, so it looks like he's playing. Probably get a drive or two if I had to guess. I think if the Dolphins have one solid drive, like get him out of there. Like I do want Tua to get reps, but also like I ain't trying to get risk anything extra, you know. I watch and Dart and Jets. Yeah, I watched some of the highlights of Dart and. Did I see the Jets? I think I saw some clips from the Jets. You guys see that 70-yard field goal? That was crazy. That was insane. Who said he wants to play these games? Yeah. Yeah, I assume he's always wanted to play them. I think I'm just excited. I'm just kind of a little surprised they let him do it in preseason week 1 because they haven't let him do that in the past. Yeah, 70-yard field goal was insane. That was the best play of preseason. Field goal. It's a Super Bowl now. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Jackson Dart, but a little. Yeah. All I say is like, you obviously you want to see your guys play well in preseason, but sometime it can be a little misleading with preseason. The rookie quarterbacks performing well, but it could also be correct. I would just say probably shouldn't change. Like let's go with like Dart or Shador. If you liked them before the preseason performance, you should still like them. If you didn't like them, like their play, then your opinion shouldn't change from one preseason game either. Clock. Yeah, a make a pick would be sick. Paul level someone. Yeah, I would like to see a Paul Jonah combo block. That kicker, yeah, for sure, dude. Cam Little. Yeah. I said it last stream. Tua did throw a pick on his first throw of the 2023 year, and that was his best season. His first throw of preseason was picked off. That's why, like, I'm like, hey, if he throws a pick, throws a touchdown, it doesn't change my outlook on him, you know. But yeah. Do. Damn. I feel like all the other games were starting within 5 minutes, by the way. At least from what I saw preseason. Stream's still not up on NFL Plus? I mean, I have the stream pull up. Yeah, Tista did say Borum was like the best in the one-on-one drills yesterday. Yeah. Dolphins kicking off. Sanders has got the ball and so Dolphins starting on defense. Duvernay's back for kickoff. Duvernay did return a kickoff for a touchdown against Miami when we played the Ravens in 2022. That's off the top of my head. Okay, there we go. Looks like Cameron Good involved on the kickoff tackle, and also number 3. I'm gonna have to learn some numbers, huh? Because I don't know everyone's number now. Interesting. Who is 3 on Miami? I don't see a 3. Oh, it's KJ Britt. Shout out KJ Britt. Yeah, so they got Tyson Badgett starting out there. See what's going on. Dotson. Might be showing pressure off the edge. Is that? Oh no, Minka showing blitz, drop back. Going straight after Jordan Brooks. So they targeted Loveland off rip on like little, swivel over the middle. Brooks in good coverage, making Badgett get to a couple of different reads there. Nice job. Shout out Jordan Brooks. Yeah, I would like to see Grayson Murphy as well. 2nd and 10. Under center. We got the Bears. Play action. Got 40 off the edge. Willie Gay and Benito with a sack. Yep, Willie Gay and Benito. Dude, Willie Gay on the blitzes. That's what I'm saying. That's where he's at his best. Playing downhill, let him play forward. They brought him off the edge. He got one-on-one with a running back, and he played it perfectly because he kind of sets out the running back like he's going to work off the edge of him and knows the QB's going to step up. Really good job there. Actually, that's a play I'm excited to go back on the L22 because I want to see how many linebackers they had on the field there because I wonder if they had all 3 of them. Dropping back, Sealer underneath. Oh, drop it to Loveland. Good job tackling. Elijah Campbell, Terrell Dodson rallying. Good job. 4th down. Hey, solid job right there. So Elijah Campbell was out there at safety with Minka. So Elijah Campbell's starting. I mean, that kind of makes sense. No Ashton Davis. Melifonwu still kind of working back. Solid start for Miami there. I might do a Willie Gay video this week too if we get enough film out of him too. Because haven't got a chance to talk about him as much in the Dolphins uniform. Who's back to kick? Or punt return? Is that Malik? Yeah, Malik. Oof. Malik with the wiggle, make a first guy miss, get upfield. Nice, solid return from Malik. Malik is... Last year, he had actually really good special teams in preseason. Now let's see what we got. Mike McDaniel. Let's just be clean off rip. That'd be nice to see. Yep. Starting O-line, Tua, Achane, Borum at right tackle. Let's see who's at receiver once they line up. Still in the huddle. Julian Hill. I think that's Malik and Nick Westbrook-Akini out there. Tanner Connor at tight end. Oh my god, there's already a flag. And the cameraman has no idea what's going on. Oh my god. Illegal formation. So it was on Borum. Okay, so at least it wasn't from the motion. It's just Borum wasn't on the line. To me, it would have been worse if it was on the motion, because how many times have we been trying to figure this stuff out? Borum just needs to take us half step forward. I can already imagine what Twitter looks like. Come on. Let's see what we got here. What kind of camera work was that? They did not even go and follow the run play. I think Eskridge is out there, 3 receiver set, handoff downhill. H-Chan get upfield, pick up 5. Inside run. Seemed like they created some movement up front. Yeah, illegal formation. To be fair, I don't think I've seen us have that type of illegal formation, because usually our illegal formation is like our tight end and receiver is covering someone when they're not supposed to. That is just the O lineman not being on the line, like when they're on the line every play. You know, that's become like more of a pushed rule recently. And at least it was Borum who's a backup. But Malik, getting Malik some action. I mean, Bears defense played that round. They tried to get jet sweep to Malik Washington. Malik actually picked up probably more yards than he should have, but I mean, ran through some contact. That's something I like about Malik's game is, even though he's a smaller guy, he is kind of built like a running back, and he does play with some toughness. Hold on, I'm looking at something. Yeah. Tanner Connor out there early, but I guess Tanner Connor is the starting F tight end with no Darren Waller. Malik underneath. Oof. Gets stopped short. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if they're going to go for it. It's 4th and short, like 4th and 3. Now, they would have picked up a first down if they didn't have the stupid penalty on first down. Knowing the Dolphins, I mean, they should go for this. Why not, you know? 4th and 3, that's an area we need to practice at. Whether you get it or not, who cares? It's preseason. Like, snap the ball, 4th and 3. There we go, Malik. Let's go, Malik. Beating some man-to-man versus Nashawn Wright on the outside to get to pick up the first down. That's my guy. I love Malik Washington. Honestly, I think 6 fits him. Yeah. The people are saying Tua was like pushing hard to play. Shout out Malik. That's one of my guys on this team. Just one of those guys I really loved in the draft. Fell farther than should have. Okay, Eskridge at receiver and Nick Westbrook motion tight end. H-Chan running off the left side. They're clearly trying to hit that left side. All the runs so far have been off the left side. Good job there by H-Chan. Left side created some push. They try to get a linebacker up the middle, but able to pick up solid 6 yards. Hey, if we're picking up 5-6 yard gains, running the ball, I feel pretty solid about it. We're still trying to build that chem. I had no idea Malik was as strong as he is. Yeah, Malik, he's got like a running back build. He's short, but he's kind of got like compact. He's tough. Very good contact balance. Like, very good contact balance. I believe Mike's even said like potentially like best contact balance on the team. Oof. Who is that? Eskridge. Tua got to like his 3rd read, it looked like, and then just missed Eskridge over the middle of the field, like just like barely overshot him. It was hard to tell if he was open or not, but yeah, incompletion. You know, I would like to see us, that's an advantage of having a guy like Darren Waller or Nick Westbrook-Ikini in those situations. So they have a bigger catch radius. It is tough to constantly be throwing to like smaller receivers. Dolphins going empty, 3rd and 4. See how they go. Malik again, just 3rd down conversions. This is where I like Malik and Nick Westbrook-Ikini, and I think they can replace like that Jonnu. Like we know how Jonnu was effective in those underneath 3rd and short, convert some situations, and they convert again. And good job by Malik. Malik getting fed. Malik's getting everything. Makes sense. I think Tua is the type of player that he's like such an anticipatory thrower. Like he's got to build like chemistry with players. And I just feel like with the receivers that are out there right now, Malik's just the one he has the most chemistry with. Let's see. Let's look at the left side here. Running off the right. Achane, get up the middle. Good run from Devon. Achane, another one. That is another one who plays bigger than his size, I think. Like, he's not going to be the strongest runner, but I think contact balance-wise, like, he can break some tackles. Good job there up front. Seemed like right guard center created that hole. So James Daniels, Aaron Brewer. Solid little drive we got going on here. I think if you finish this drive with a score, like you don't need to see Tua out there anymore. Yeah. And yeah, after that Tyrell Dodson played, Brooks was the one hyping him up. Oh, is Jalen Wright out there? Oof. End around to Malik. Good job. Good job from Malik, man. Good. Oh. Malik did fumble, but he was near the sideline out of bounds, but oof. They are really working Malik. Don't want him fumbling, but it was one of those areas where he was pretty much out of bounds. Good read, though, from him working off the block. Julian Hill out in space. Tyner Connor. Damn, they were trying to take out Malik's head there. Yeah, gotta protect the ball. Gotta protect the ball. Noah Sewell. Oh, yeah, that's Penny's brother, right? Let's get Jalen Wright going here. 2nd and 4. Run Jalen Wright up the middle. Oh, fumbled snap. Yeah. Jalen Wright picks up a yard. Didn't really have much to work with there, and the timing of the play was thrown off from a bobbled snap. Yeah, not a great snap from Brewer either. A little off target. Tua had to catch it outside his frame. Right, RB2 over Madison, yeah. Yeah, Dolphins offense does have a lot of speed. And right now, you're not even really seeing the speed guys. Other than Achane, your offense isn't... Like, with no Tyreek and Waddle, your offense doesn't have crazy speed out there right now. Like, Malik's got good speed, but not crazy. They're going empty a lot on these 3rd and short situations, and I like that. Boom. Was that Taj? Did he catch that? If Taj caught that, that's a great catch. Full extension over the middle. Like I said, oh yeah, Taj probably going to be in there pretty early. Tua looks right, back to his left. Yeah, I think Taj caught that. Really nice catch out in front. Why doesn't Tua have his chin strapped up on both? I don't think he's ever had it up on both, to be honest. Good job there from Taj. I like that. Like seeing him get involved early. First and goal from the 8. Motion. Get Jalen Wright underneath. Boom. Hard run from Jalen Wright. Good finish. Down to the 1. That's what I want to see out of Jalen Wright. Like, hard finish. And I like that that was an outside zone because Wright didn't run that a lot in college. It looks like that was good job there from, I think, Jonah and a tight end, it looked like, creating some push, getting some cutoffs. I think Wright's just more comfortable in those situations. Hey, this is actually a perfect situation. 2nd and goal from like the 1.5. Let's see what you got, McDaniel. Yeah, I would keep running it. Jalen Wright still in the game. Eskridge, Nick Westbrook-Ikine. Motion him in, get him involved. He might get involved in the blocking scheme. Oof, close. I like that we're running it there, up the middle. He gets stuffed. It looked like there was potential there for that one, but, didn't able to finish. Let's look. Because Julian Hill actually has a pretty good block there. It just gets filled up. Too many numbers on that side of the ball. What else am I looking at? Okay, 3rd and goal from the 1. Let's see how we finish this. I mean, if you don't get this, you go for it, right? I mean, I would. They could pass this one, but I would probably run it again. I mean, yeah, get stuff to get. That one's not on right. Just that one is an unblocked linebacker comes in. I actually think they had a decent. Let's see. They motion Julian Hill in. He kicks out. It looks like Borum kind of gets pushed back there. Yeah. We going for it. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Unblocked linebacker. Hey. It's another reason we, last year when people said we didn't run it down the middle enough on short yard situation, that wasn't always the issue. You got to be able to execute. Yeah. Unfortunate. Not a bad first drive, though, from the starting O. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, it's just a guy, they have extra numbers, guy comes in unblocked. It wasn't like, I don't think anyone missed their assignment there either. Would like to see Madison get a little run in this situation. I'm sure they will. I mean, I don't think that was on the running back. Like, what's he supposed to do there? you know? Yeah. Let's see what Twitter has to say. Let's see how they overreact to this. Yeah. Missed in block on 3rd down. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. It seemed like there was some good and some, up and down there from Jonah, but overall solid. Should have done a play fake, run and pass it tight end on the route to the outside. I mean, yeah, but if that didn't work, the fans would have just complained that he didn't run it down the middle all 3 reps. Yeah, I mean, I would rather have them run it there because that's something we just need to commit to. Get better at it. LOL still not fixed. See, but I don't even think the O-line got pushed back there. I just think guys came in unblocked. Jalen is... I knew Political would come in here and say that. Wait, you watched that and you think that was on Jalen, right? Like a guy just coming in unblocked? I mean, come on, let's be realistic. That was a huge L. I mean, it was an L. I wouldn't say it's a huge L. It's the preseason. I don't think you can really take a huge L in the preseason unless there's an injury or something. We're working stuff out, guys. Yeah, Bears were playing for the run up the middle. We're trying stuff out. It didn't work out. Yeah, I agree about how Paul seems was his miss. I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch it. I think he was supposed to down block there, honestly. Can't believe JW didn't do it from flip. Yeah, true. Okay, let's see what we got here. Second drive. Dolphins defense from the run. Jonah, apparently, a lot of people are saying he wasn't good on the drive. I mean, he had some good plays, some bad plays. Rookie. Good job. Good job from KJ Britt there filling. Seems like the Dolphins' first defense is kind of done. I just saw Ethan Bonner out there, KJ Britt out there. Matthew Butler was out there, looked like 91. Yeah. I agree. It looks like Wright is hesitating. Okay, let's see. Good job there. Melifonwu, Mike Hilton out there. Ethan Bonner, they throw a screen, make a tackle, 3rd and 4. Kenneth Grant in the game, 3rd and 4. I'm going to watch Grant on this play. Let's see. Oh. Damn. Hey, another 3 and out. Good job, Dolphins defense. Ball's floated. Campbell is a dog. I mean, that play wasn't an Elijah Campbell play, to be honest. That was a good play by Matthew Butler getting the win, and then he overthrew him. Honestly, it was probably a negative play from Elijah Campbell because he could have had a pick there. But that was a good play from Matthew Butler. Missed him, had him open in the zone. Looks like they got a new punt returner back there, Eskridge. I wonder if Malik stays done. Wouldn't be surprised. Eskridge is going to have room to work with on this punt return. Oop, room to the side. Good return here from Eskridge. Gets near the 50-yard line. Nice, like 15-yard return. 2 3 and outs. Good job, Dolphins defense. Yeah. Dolphins had Kendall Sheffield and Storm Duckout as the starters in that first drive as well. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Malik doesn't need to play again, yeah. Especially after that first drive. Let's see, Taj. Taj made a real nice catch. Taj might have had the most impressive play of the first drive, in my opinion. Excited for Willie? Yeah, me too. Yeah. I mean, it'll be Wilson. I'm imagining we're to see Wilson out here right now. Because we just saw a lot of second team guys going on defense after 3 plays. I imagine after Tua's first drive, they're going to get him out of there. I think they saw enough from Tua. I mean, clearly Tua had a solid drive. They ran 3 straight plays from the 1. I'm excited to go back on the All-22 and watch those plays to get like the full picture, because I think I can't say for sure just watching it once what the exact, problem was in those spots. Yeah. We also didn't get to throw the ball down the field very much there, but that I think is expected in preseason. You're trying to do basic stuff, and you don't have Tyreek and Waddle, who are more of your deep threats. Yeah. Oh no, Zach. Yeah, Zach's 100% QB2. Even if Ewers outperforms him greatly in these games, I still think he'll be QB2 because of them signing him. Yeah. I think that 4th down play, it's either was on Paul or the tight end. If I am able to go watch it. You guys see the yeah, if you click the bottom right of like the chat, you can click on like emojis and stuff. You click the crown at the top, you can see like the top fans and all that stuff. Okay, let's see what we got. Yep. Zach Wilson out there. Yep. First play action had unblocked rusher on him, but, got to make that throw from Zach. I feel like he showed poise there and, like, but you got to make the throw. So we got Zach out there, Jalen Wright out there. Yeah, Tua's done, guys. That's expected. We still got Jonah out there. Do we have the whole starting O-line in? We got most of the same receivers except no Malik. Good job. Oh, Nick Westbrook-Akine. Let's go. Good job there from Zach. Got an explosive over the middle. Nice job by Zach. All right, good job by Zach getting it out quickly, and good job by Westbrook-Akine getting a big play after the catch. That's the Dolphins' like typical glance route. Nick makes the first guy miss, picks up a big chunk. I love what NWI and Malik are going to potentially bring to this offense, so I'm very excited to see them. And I like seeing NWI making some guys miss on plays. Nice to see Zach look comfortable as well on that second throw after missing the first one. Hand the ball. Jalen Wright, nowhere to go. Couple unblocked defenders. Yeah, I think Borum got beat there, right? Let's watch this. Yeah, Borum kind of lost that rep. They were trying to get to the outside. Personally, I don't like that concept for actually running it when they're in the backfield and they do the behind the back stuff. I like when they do that out of play action. So obviously you have to show the run sometimes, but I feel like that run just like, it's really tough to get to the edge on that. Taj Washington in motion outside. Get him into the flat. Good job by Taj. Good job making the first guy miss. There we go, Taj. Oof. 3rd and 1, it looks like. Like seeing Taj. Dude, Taj looks explosive. Look at that cut. Yeah, we got Paul still out there. Jonah still out there. I think they took out the right guard in the center, though. I imagine they probably took out Brewer. And Daniels probably doesn't need to be out there anymore either. I think this is going to be the end of the first quarter. Maybe they run up, try to quick spike it. Dolphins running a lot of 12 personnel. 2 tight ends on the field so far. With Tanner Connor and Julian Hill. I think Madison's in too, by the way. We might get this. And I do agree that Madison should get like short yardage work. Like I do think he'll be better in short yardage. Like, I think that's what he's brought in for, like, short yardage stuff, so I do think he can be more effective there. I just think for Wright, a lot of those runs weren't necessarily on him. I think maybe the 3rd down run he could have got in if he played a little bit better, but we'll see how this plays out. Hey, solid drive there. Madison RB2, baby. Turense was one on those look good one-on-ones, yeah. Tanner's blocking. I mean, yeah, he's not much of a blocking tight end. You know, he's a former receiver. Yeah, Scott, I think you're a little bit ahead. But I haven't been looking at the chat until after plays. Okay, so far, I'm thinking a Taj video, maybe a Malik video. Probably, I don't know how much on Malik, maybe a quick Malik video. Because he only played 1 drive, but Taj, I think, is going to play a lot in this game, so far, some nice work for Taj. I'm definitely going to do a Jonah video. He's got enough reps at least, so we'll see how he ended up fully playing. Yeah. Tanner missed blocks, yeah. To be fair to Tanner, I don't think he should be asked to do these blocks that he's getting asked to do. I don't think that's where his skill set comes in, you know? Like, he is a receiver, you know? I mean, Jonah's played enough to where I can definitely make a video on him. It is hard to tell from broadcast, though, I think, how hard it is to... It's hard from broadcast to see full O-line play. Like, you really need that end zone view, but we'll see. I do not like Jalen Wright. He has one of the worst vision footwork for an RB. I think he needs to work on vision. I don't agree with the footwork. But also, I don't understand how you like Madison then, because Madison has been like known for having bad vision throughout his career. I think he can do some short yardage work. Let's see if he converts right here. I think this is where you want his value to be brought in. But like he's known for like having poor vision. Is Ollie Gordon healthy? Yeah. We'll probably see him in the second half play a lot. I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of Ollie Gordon today. Okay, so let's see if we have another line. Let's see if we can create a push here. And hopefully Madison just gets downhill. Okay, yeah, I think you have Myron at center. Oh, they didn't. They decide to throw it. Oh. Looks like they got a PI. Eskridge back to the end zone. It wasn't complete. He almost pulled in a one-hander. Yep. Another 1 yard opportunity. Should have let Tua throw down by the goal line. I mean, I'm sure they would in an actual game. I think they probably know what they have out of Tua from the one. You know, we've done that a lot throughout his career. He's thrown a lot. So I imagine they're probably just trying to do something different. But let's see. Meyer. They're going fullback. Tanner Conner at fullback. Madison's going to get in here. Watch. Yeah. Nope. Maybe. It looked like he got stuffed and then he fell forward, but he might have fell forward after he was on the ground. We cannot tell from this angle. Can they show a better angle of that run? Whatever. Let's see what happens here. Let's give him another one. We can't get stuffed on like 6, you know? Okay, they're throwing it. Tanner Conner? Dude, Zach. Dude, Zach cannot throw off his back. That's the second time he's tried to hit a fullback or the tight end on a flat route like that. The first throw where he missed, he's missed both of those. Because that was a walk-in touchdown. Let's see what we got here. Close. Madison, get in. It's close. They gave him the touchdown. It's close, so let's see. Oof. Let's see. Let's see the blocking. I couldn't tell. I missed it. I think he's in. Good job there for Madison finishing. Did it. I do agree Madison's better in the goal line. But I don't know if it was necessarily it's not like he hit something hard. I think he's just stronger. I think he just fell forward in the end zone. There we go. Only took like 6. How many plays did we run from the 1 yard line so far? And we took a... But yeah, I mean, Zach. Gotta really make that play. See anything else get reported? I would say the biggest problem is we didn't see enough push on any of those runs. Even the touchdown run there, I feel like they barely got in, and like Madison still got hit before the goal line. Did Bears start their defense today? I think they started some. But yeah, I think that was a good block there from Paul, though. Yeah. Yeah, Austin Jackson will help it. I mean, I'll judge Jonah with the L22. I'm not 100% sure he's been playing. But Dolphins definitely controlling this game. To be fair, Wright scored 2. He wasn't down. Well, I think that was Madison on both carries, right, Scotty? On this drive, at least. Yeah. I mean, that's where Madison brings value. Short yardage. I think he's got the strength and toughness to pick up the extra yards. But to me, that's where like most of his value comes from. Yeah. Marion. Yeah. I mean, they both got the long hair, both wearing single digit